So you guys know that I picked up this Audi S4 in this wrapped red. I am not the biggest fan of red, so today we're gonna be changing it. I mean, honestly, I only really liked it in gas station lighting or in direct sunlight. Otherwise, it was just too dark. The maroon was not for me, and I picked up a nice sponsorship from Aluco Vinyl. They sent me a diamond blue red, which is a little iridescent. It's gonna change in the sun, and I can't wait to get it on this car. So first things first, we do need to take all of the wrap off of this car, and that's probably gonna take a minute, but we have the car sitting out here in the heat for a specific reason, to make it a little bit easier. So obviously, Noah and I are just gonna peel back all of the wrap on this car. I think I'm just gonna set up the camera back here and time lapse it, so it's like, not that interesting, honestly. We're just peeling it all back, and then we'll get that new wrap going for today. So we're actually lifting the corners at first, and Austin, what happened right here, man? Wow, I am sweating my freaking butt off, but I also took off the bumper to make things easier for when we actually wrap it. It's not good to have the headlights in or the headlights interfering with tucking it. What's going on there? Anyways, bumper's off. This car is freaking clapped, boys. Look at the crash bar. Completely bent. You know, I'll agree one time that one of my cars are clapped. This is the one that's clapped. But it's all right. It's all right. You know, it gets the job done. Still supercharged V6, whines like crazy. And I guess now we're gonna peel the wrap off of the bumper, which is gonna be interesting because as you all can tell, that is not painted.
A few moments later.
So we're currently prepping right here with Mr. Noah, the professional rapper. And he says I need to do some wet sanding with 1000 grit on some of these gritty areas where the Bondo is. So that's what I'm doing right now. And pretty much this is to ensure that it doesn't show through the wrap, because like if we have bumps and stuff, it'll come through.
Over here, speed it up. As you can see, I'm pulling the tension this way. This is where the fingers are going, and I'm gonna push it that way because that's where it needs to go. So, trunk's all done.
Dude, this looks sick.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Check it out.
So Noah here is absolutely schooling me right now with all these tips. Like, he is teaching me how to cut, teaching me how to do this, and it looks like I've been doing a lot of this all wrong. So in the time that he did the trunk, I would still be struggling to get the bottom piece on. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. Like, you just need to practice and get more experience, and you get better at it, obviously. But this stuff is like all technique. I believe I showed you guys the iridescent qualities of this trunk and the wrap yet. So as you can tell from this angle, it looks blue, like a normal regular blue, which is really nice. And then if we actually, you know, get it closed, you can see the gold in it. So it turns gold, pink, and blue, as you all can tell. I think this is sick, 100 million times better than the red. Big shout out to Noah. I'm gonna have to tag him or his account where he does like tints, wraps, he does it all, guys. So you guys definitely got to check it out. I think it's a Guardian tint, so I will link it down in the description below. But he is majorly helping me out with all these tips, and we'll share some of his expert advice, because as you can see, this man knows how to lay corners and make the wrap look imperfect. So Noah actually cuts the quarter panel, the doors, all in one piece. I could never. I would mess this up in 2 seconds, but yeah, I guess it's cool to learn or see someone else do this, because that's a good way to learn too, is just by watching. And then so you just follow the lines, like the body lines.
Yep, so you put your glove on so your nails don't damage it, and then you follow the body lines, and then you give it about a couple inches extra just in case, you know, you have a mess up, you need to move it down or up or anything. Cut it out, and now you have all this extra for the door handles, mirrors, any little inlays for the bumpers you need to do.
Made some good progress here. Noah is freaking goated with the sauce, man. He can rap. I'll tell you guys what, he can rap. I cannot do anything remotely close. But I think we've got the quarter necks to do. That's what we're gonna do. Knock out the spender, and then this entire side is gonna be done. I do need to invest in some paint sands for the bumper to make it a little bit easier. And I'm gonna have to do crazy amounts of wet sanding like I did earlier for the hood, because I think there's just like primer, and that front bumper is unpainted, as well as the rear bumper. So a lot of prep work is gonna go into this, And I think honestly, I'm just gonna time lapse us doing the quarter panel once again, and then provide you guys with some tips from Noah, because he is the professional, he knows what he's doing here, and we'll gather as much tips as possible. So what exactly do we have left at 4 a.m. on a Sunday morning? Well, I just got this fender down. It wasn't too bad. I did need some help cutting it here, just because I was a little skeptical about that part, but I pretty much did everything else, tucked it up, did a nice little post heat, and this thing looks mean in blue, fellas. Like, that's pretty much it. So we got that fender done. On this side, Noah finished up the quarter panel. So pretty much the entire side of this car is blue. I still need to cut this out, which I'm gonna do before I go to sleep. And then we got bumpers and a hood pretty much, and one quarter panel. So not that much left here, but there is still work to do. And as you can tell, the blue on this car looks miles better than that red.
The next day.
Just about to wrap the hood, but I was running my hand on it and I realized that some of this Bondo is still pretty rough. So I'm gonna go with the orbital sander now. Still wet sanding though. Got plenty of lube here, and we're using my Bosch. So this should do the job. As close to perfect as possible. Yeah, so it's like really gritty down here. We don't want that, because that will come through the wrap and show us bumps. And it looks like contamination, but really it's just paint destruction. Began cutting the hood out, but that's pretty much all that's left. So I think I'm just going to time lapse it once again, because it's the best way to show the work that's being done and the most effective. So let's get straight to it. Just wiping down some of that residue, because you know we used some masking tape there to make the cuts. Man, this came out so freaking clean. I mean, I couldn't be happier with the result. The hard work of teaching myself how to wrap, getting lessons from Noah, basically trying over and over again, is really helping me. We're gonna go ahead and knock out the front bumpers. So I think we're gonna begin with disassembly, and then we're gonna have to do some wet sanding once again. My buddy Carson's here to help me out. He's right over there. If you guys remember him, he did the hood wrap on the Camaro before I had the accident.
A long time ago.
Yeah, it was ages ago. Ended up taking all the grill pieces out, and then look how much primer came up with this wrap. So we're definitely gonna have to sand this thing down, 400 grit, then move up to 600, put some clear on it so the wrap actually has something to stick to, and then we'll be able to wrap it. So all of this just turned into a way longer process for no reason whatsoever. But it is what it is. And now that that's on there nice and thick, we're gonna let that cure for about 48 hours, and then I can actually do the wrap. So this is just for the wrap to stick. The finish does not matter. I don't want all the painters getting angry at me in the comment section. Oh, you didn't prep that right. It's just for the wrap to stick.
3 days later.
And oh man, was this bumper tricky to figure out, but I finally got it. Much easier than the Camaro. We're gonna hit it with some post heating and finally be done. So that being said, I popped the diffuser back in. It looks super mean with that. Hold up, hold up. You know I gotta close the trunk to give you all the final result of the new rear end look with this blue wrap. So check it. Only got a quarter panel left. I'm gonna knock it out tomorrow, and you all will see the reveal. Let's do it. This has been cured. We've propped up the bumper with a couple good old zip ties like the rest of this car is held together with. And we're gonna wet sand the bumper for some runs, and then we should be good to wrap it. The clear is cured and it doesn't lift. We did a test piece already. What did you say?
I said, why you thought me?
I don't know what you're saying.
It basically is like when you say something like, "What are you thinking?" Oh, you know, like, "What are you thinking, me, man?" You know.
Why
Yeah.
you thought me?
Why you thought me?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
new. I'm gonna start doing that.
All these inlays being done on the bumper means that it's time-lapse time because we can actually put the full piece on. So that wasn't fun. What do you think,
Not at
Carson?
all. Takes time, but it comes out good.
Yeah, it ensures that the wrap actually won't lift in those high tension areas. So overall, took like, I don't know, an hour and a half just to lay all of that. That is a wrap. Quite literally, I just finished cutting out everything that Carson didn't. So pretty much this entire side I was responsible for cutting out. He did that side, I cut out the middle here, I cut out these, I cut out this, which actually was really difficult to do. So I guess we'll pop it on the car now. Oh wait, I forgot about this stinker right here. But anyways, we'll pop it on the car and then insert all the grill pieces. This is gonna look insane. Well worth the effort. And I am tired. So sorry if I'm absolutely busted right now, but we're popping in these grill pieces. Pretty simple stuff. It just goes in the same exact way that we extracted it. So let me see, the shape should be like this. That'll go back in there first. Oh, come on, don't be stubborn now. And then it should just hit the body clips. Now, fun fact, 9 out of 10 of these body clips are actually broken. Not from me though. Let me close this hood now that this bumper is pretty much mounted up. Almost like 70% mounted, but you'll get the general idea of what it looks like now. So this is the blue Smurf Audi with the bumper half on. I think that's a million times better than the previous red. And the amount of work that I put into this car is paying off, man. Just that wrap alone is insane. like 6 o'clock in the morning right now. I decided to bust out the quarter panel. As you all saw, looks fantastic, pretty much flawless. I just finished up with the door, and yeah, oh man, this has been some work. Lots of effort on my end. I don't think I ever want to wrap a quarter panel by myself ever again, but only the doors are left now. Or the handles, I meant to say. Quick little PSA, don't drop the torque spit bolt inside of the actual door. Anthony was working on one side while I was doing the other, and he dropped it. You found it? Yeah. Now I'm just gonna pop this back in. Made that look super simple. There we go. Just want to show you all exactly how I'm doing these door handles. So what you do is like cut one side straight down the middle on the inside of the door handle, and then you overlay another piece of wrap and you follow the seam that you cut. So you can kind of see it, not really, but there's wrap underneath of this wrap, and then we'll cut a little bit over that line and this thing will be all done. Now you can probably see the seam a little bit better if we can get the camera to focus. Yeah, it's literally right there. So we'll cut slightly over it, probably by a couple millimeters. And that was absolutely difficult to cut, but I'm glad that I finally got it because I was getting fed up. Sweet, that's officially the last door handle completely knocked out. Now I completely forgot about my side skirts. They're still gray. I stored them away in a different room. I think I'm gonna wrap them black. It's gonna add some nice contrast, especially considering we have a black grille, black lip, and some black accents on the car. So let's knock it out. This is officially and finally the last thing we need to do. Thank God. Side skirt is done. Still need to post-heat it. Let's take this thing to the freaking gas station and see the final result. This thing is gonna look pretty nasty under some gas station lighting. Brand new side skirts, sheesh! Black was definitely a good choice. I kinda wish I did the door handles in black too. Obviously, our maiden voyage was super successful. If you all enjoyed this video, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure to stay tuned because this thing is going 10s very soon.